Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
Canelo Alvarez is a businessman. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Bob Arum has come out and stated that Canelo Alvarez is just a businessman. He states, and I quote, Canelo has shown in his last few fights that he's just a businessman. He's not in there to entertain the public. He just takes the big check. Now, I agree and disagree with this statement. First off, I'll say I disagree with the part that Canelo Alvarez is not in there to entertain the public. He is in there to entertain the public. You see William Skull? Canelo Alvarez didn't run from William Skull. Canelo Alvarez went after this man, tried to make the fight exciting. It's not Canelo's fault that these guys are afraid to engage with him. So as far as making the fight exciting, Canelo Alvarez is not afraid of that. He's shown you against Edgar Berlanga, against Jaime Munguia, and many other fighters that he's willing to go in there and mix it up with these guys to make a fight exciting. So I'm not going to put that type of hate on Canelo Alvarez. But one thing I will say that I agree with Bob Arum is that Canelo Alvarez is a businessman. And this is what I mean. You know, Canelo Alvarez has already stated that this is a different era for me. Canelo's not fighting for legacy. He's not fighting for his fans. He's not fighting for the critics or the pundits. He's not fighting for any of that. Canelo Alvarez said blatantly, I can do whatever I want to do. So clearly Canelo's fighting for money rather than legacy. So in this term, he is a businessman. Let me break it down. Canelo Alvarez dropped the belt, was not interested in fighting William Skull. He got stripped because he wouldn't negotiate or fight the man initially. He said he would not fight Terrence Crawford. There's no benefit to him. But because Canelo Alvarez is a businessman, he's willing to take those fights and fight both of those guys simply for a payday. Let's just be honest. He is a businessman. This is the same reason why Canelo Alvarez is more than happy to fight Chris Eubank, who got brutally knocked out by Liam Smith as one of the last fights of his career. Why? Because he's a businessman. This is the same reason why Canelo Alvarez is considering taking a fight against Hamza Shiraz, who lost to Carlos Adames. Why? Because Canelo Alvarez is a businessman. Canelo Alvarez is no longer the legacy-defining type of fighter that's going to go out there and say, I'm fighting for legacy. I'm fighting for greatness. No, Canelo Alvarez is happy to fight the William Skulls, the Terrence Crawfords, the Chris Eubanks, the Hamza Shiraz, and anybody else that'll give him a big-ass check for, because Canelo Alvarez is a businessman.